There we go. All right, hello, those watching the replay. It's actually quite cold outside. Holy moly. It's supposed to be summer. It does not feel like summer right now. I think in my car it felt like summer. Okay, hello. I know, I'm trying to find that. There, that's a little better, eh? It's just the sun. Sun is going down. Well, not down. There we go. All right, that looks better, right? The background is on just the garden part. Okay, who's coming on? Hi, Tara. Let's see who else comes on. Something to talk about. And this is what I'm going to start with anyways. I'm going to start with why your body may not be coming into balance, which could be a whole bunch of things. But I kind of want to really drill home the fact, kind of like one thing that a lot of people are not maybe doing enough about. So that's, hi Debs, how you doing? So that's kind of what I want to talk about. And the importance of this one thing that I want to talk about today. And I know I've talked about it before, but you'll see what I mean when I go to talk about it, because yeah, the more I learn about it. All right, I'm just going to start talking and people can join in and people can watch the replay, because I don't want to sit here for 10 minutes. You guys will be bored. All right, so what I wanted to talk about is a reason why your body may not be coming into balance. And so I work with a lot of women, and I talk about so many various things because there's so many things that are going on in this midlife phase. And I'm not talking, you don't have to be just in perimenopause. So some people say, well, you only work with women between these ages. I'm like, no, I work with women all the way to whatever age. It doesn't matter, 65, whatever, it doesn't matter. The thing is that if you have imbalances in your body, right, you can have them at all ages. It doesn't matter. Our hormones are always fluctuating. And especially past perimenopause into menopause and beyond, our hormones are still lowering, right? And why they can stay so low or not balance as well anymore is because we're missing a certain area. So like, here's the thing. So you can look for supplements to help your body come into better balance. You can eat foods to help your body come into better balance. And a lot of people don't realize that food has a huge part of it. So if you're new to me and you're like, how can food help your body come into better balance, a hormonal balance? Well, it absolutely can, and I show that in my programs. But today what I want to talk about is, again, the stress thing, the stress. And it's not in the way you may think. We're not even talking about stress where you're like, every day you think you got to be in this, oh my God, like this high stress, anxious state, right? That's not even it. It can be stuff like just a continuous stress from having a busy life, and then maybe you go to the gym, and then maybe you try to spend time with family and friends, and then you're taking care of aging parents, or you're taking care of a child who's having problems. So all these things, it's just a busy life, a crazy life. And in midlife, we can have aging parents, and we can have still young, teenagers or people who are young adults who are having difficulty. So all of a sudden you got like a full-time job, you're taking care of this, you're taking care of that, and you're trying to manage everything at a time when your hormones are unbalanced. So the thing is that yes, we can look for supplements. Yes, you can try bioidentical hormones. Yes, you can, say I'm not getting sleep. Go to your doctor and get pills for sleep, or pills, the synthetic estrogens to help stop the hot flashes. All those things, but they are not balancing your body. And that's what I wanted to get to, is even though you're taking some of these things, your body won't come into balance if it's under consistent stress, because it can't. It's not meant to. When we are in stress, so our body does this to protect us. If there's a stressful situation going on in our life, like when we used to be chased by wild animals or whatever, we needed our adrenals to produce tons and tons of cortisol and adrenaline. That's needed. So you can't all of a sudden tell your body not to do that. So that's just the natural thing that happens when our body feels all of a sudden this stress in our life. Our body cannot distinguish, well, this is just work stress and gym stress, working out or whatever and doing all these things. Oh, okay, we won't do that then. We'll calm down because, this is just her life. So if this is just her life, well, then I'm not going to produce all these hormones. No, it doesn't know not to do that. So the thing is that any of these types of stress or put you in this high stress state, so your body won't come into better balance. And yes, you can look for supplements. Yes, you can start the food. Yes, you can go to the gym. Yes, you can take a walk. Yes, you know, all of these things. But it is absolutely crucial. So if somebody goes, let's say, if you go and spend like a lot of money on supplements or a lot of money on a gym membership or a personal trainer, thinking this is going to help me lose weight, this is going to do this is going to do that, but you are not taking the time to, and I mean daily time, to reduce your stress, right? Those things are not going to bring your body back into balance. It's just not. So in other words, you're kind of like wasting a lot of effort in all these different areas if you are avoiding lifestyle, right? Because you think you cannot change your life. I just can't. This is just the way it is. This is the way it has to be. There's just no way. My boss will never let me. This is what I got to do. I have to do this. And who's going to take care of this person? And who's going to take, right? This is the type of, I hear women who are in these states where it's like they're so overwhelmed by all these things they have to do. And so what comes out when I start talking to them or ask them, it's like, oh, no, like all this frantic, stressful energy and just like overwhelm, and like they're so don't know how to handle life because there's too many things and you don't see a way out of it. So if that's anybody watching or anybody watching the replay, that is a place, that's a really tough place to be in because you feel you can't change your life. So you feel like certain things are not possible for you. And that leads to more stress, more frustration, and actually it can lead to depression, right? Because you're feeling repressed. So when a person's feeling repressed, like you can't do, it's impossible. So just think of that, right? Or pressure, right? Pressure and repressed, as in you've got all these things you got to do. You have to do this. Just suck it up. Just suck it up. You don't have time for you. Maybe one day you will, but right now you got all these responsibilities. You got to do this, right? Your body is in consistent stress mode, and your hormones then are, some hormones are not being produced and other hormones are being produced. And of course that creates, hi Clarissa, that creates a huge difference, a huge imbalance in your body. So I just wanted to jump on and just really connect to those women who are at this spot in their life, and then shed light on this too, is if you have the belly fat and the weight gain, or you can't sleep at night, or you're having like major hot flashes, or you're having major symptoms, you know, these things that can be because of the big fluctuations of hormones, and you're trying all these various things like supplements, doctors, this, that, exercise, you know, all those things which add more almost stress to your body. But avoiding making changes in your life, then you'll probably not much will change. You'll probably stay at that imbalance for a long period of time until you finally realize, oh, it's lifestyle change. Like it's literally, I have to change things in my life. I have to like take certain time during the day to decrease my stress. I have to think in a different way. I have to ask for help. I have to delegate more. I have to see if someone else can do this. Maybe you have to work a bit less, you know, let go of commitments, stop trying to please everybody, say no more, right? All of these things. And I work with women in my programs. This is what we work on. Because this, like I said, is one of the biggest, absolute major things that helps you bring your body back into better balance. When you begin to say yes to you more and really get real and say, okay, you're right. I'm keeping myself in this stressed out, crazy place in my life. Yes, it seems like outer circumstances are controlling me, other people, right? But oh my God. And it's trying to do it ourselves. We can't see that because you might feel like I'm a terrible person. I can't stop doing that. I can't stop taking care of so-and-so. So you almost go to the all or nothing. You think, if I stop doing all this, I'm going to be a horrible person. Who's going to take care of all this in my life? Right? It's never about all or nothing, right? You are correct. I learned to let go. Yes, letting go. Eliminate what I didn't. Yep. So good. That's exactly what, oh, Judy, yeah, for sure you have. Good on you. That's what's required, and I had to do that. I was in adrenal fatigue, completely bonked out. I couldn't work out anymore. My body completely pretty much shut down. I was a personal trainer, yoga instructor. I couldn't even work out with clients. Like, my body just bonked because I was just trying to do too much and didn't realize what was really going on. One of those, we try to do so much and we try to say, I'm just going to pull through. I can make it. I used to be able to do this. There's no excuse I can't. I'm healthy. I'm only 50 some years old. Why I should be able to do all this? Not realizing that at this phase of life, you may not be able to. And if you continue to doing that, yes, your sleep patterns will get worse. Yes, you will gain more weight. Yes, your hormone fluctuations will continue, so you'll have worse symptoms. That means worse digestive system, digestive problems, which can cause a whole lot of other things. Your immunity, stress blunts it blunts hormone production, so therefore you're producing too much cortisol and adrenaline, and you're not producing enough of the other hormones that need to bring you back into balance. And with less estrogen, less progesterone means more symptoms. And testosterone, too, that plummets. Mine did. You completely lose your sex drive. Like, you lose your muscle, too. You lose testosterone, all of those things. So for sure, you're going to gain more and more fat. The less muscle you have, the more fat you're going to gain. So what I just wanted to jump on and just we need to get real. And so if you're struggling right now, if you're like, oh my God, you're right, this is going on in my life. Or if you're just someone who goes, I know, I'm like, totally need that time for me to do things for me, then my new program, Up Level Your Life, is exactly for that. You will see huge shifts in 21 days. I did another program earlier, Busting Stress, and the women in 21 days got amazing shifts, like amazing. You learn to deal with people better. You learn to deal with expectations. You learn to let go, release frustration, struggle, overwhelm, procrastination, emotional eating, all of those things, because they are basically based on like one or two things. And when you start to take care of yourself, get real with yourself, and start to do things like really kind of bring things into better balance in your life, your body begins to come in better balance. Your thoughts are different, your actions are different, your beliefs are different, you're more calm, you're more at peace, you bring more joy into your life. This happens. But the thing, hello, whoever jumped on. But the thing is that, so you're saying, well, I can do that myself. No, but we don't. We don't, you guys. We don't sit back and like write out this, a plan or follow something ourselves stringently, consistently for 3 weeks, right? It just ain't gonna happen. That's why in these groups it's so powerful, because we go through it together. You have the focus, I give you specific things to work on, think about. We have 3 coaching calls a week where you go back and forth with whatever is going on in your life, right? So people are like, this is happening. How do I handle this better? We talk about it. We get, and it right away you can learn how to handle something that you're like, oh, I never thought of that. I didn't even realize I was doing that. Oh my God, this made such a difference in my life. That's what I heard over and over again in my last program, right? We are so brainwashed. Yes, it's brainwashed. And that's what you begin to see when we gathered as a group, like in my last program. And all the women realized they were not alone. But then I came in with a completely different philosophy and a way of living that is possible, but yet some people don't think it's right. So you're right, Judy, because the people around us live that chaos. So we think we need to, but they're sick too. They're not sleeping well. They're super stressed. They're gained weight. All you have to do is look around. There is so much obesity. There's so much heavy people, right? We're caught up in this fast food, don't have time to cook. I mean, when I hear I don't have time to cook, I don't have time to make a meal, I'm like, really? There's a problem. I mean, every once in a while, yes. But I mean, every single day consistently, if you don't have time to shop for food or make a healthy meal, your life needs to change. I'm telling you that right now. And you need to get real about that, because life is going to be making changes for you, and it's not going to be good ones, right? I totally agree, Judy. You're so like me. Yes. That is a really, really hard one. But here's the thing. This is the way I think about it. And when clients hear this, they're like, you're so right. Each person Of course, I'm not talking about kids, Each person is totally responsible for their happiness and health. So if I take full responsibility for mine, and I support someone to take responsibility for theirs, as in, I don't try to do everything for them, because that's enabling. That's not supporting, that's enabling. That's also not allowing them or showing them that you trust them enough to take care of themselves, right? So by being a responsible adult, like treating someone like being a responsible adult would be like, of course, I'm responsible for my health and wellness, and so are you, right? That is where the conversation needs to go, and that's it. I'm choosing to eat this way. You can choose, whatever way you want. You are fully responsibility for your health and wellness. So whatever you choose, right? Like I'm choosing to have time in the morning for myself. What are you going to choose? Right? Like that. That's the way we talk. We should be talking to people, not, oh, so is it okay if I do this? Are you sure you don't mind? Things like that, right? That is you not taking care of yourself. And then anybody around you is seeing that that's what you're doing. This is how we perpetuate this whole thing of like believing that it's selfish to take care of yourself, believing that mothers, wives, whatever, should do all of these specific things and put themselves last. And they're actually, oh, she's so great. She does so much for everybody else. She takes care of everybody. Isn't she an amazing woman? Isn't she just like amazing? She's such a nice person. We glorify that type of person, which is really, really sad. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, totally. Yes. When we allow a person to take full responsibility for their life, that means freedom. We give them freedom, right? We give them freedom. Yeah, we give them freedom, and we have freedom ourselves. So then just think if every person in this world were totally took full responsibility for their life and their happiness, wouldn't the world be a better place? Instead of trying to control other people and instead of expecting other people to do things for us. And this is a big part of why lots of women have stress, and a lot of frustration, is because, well, he should be doing this, or my kids should be doing that, or why don't they do this, or I'm the one who has to do all this. All of that type of stuff is your fault. You've allowed it to happen. So it's about coming from a place of, this is what we're doing in my next program, Up-Level Your Life. It's really about getting clear on you, like awareness, right? What have you been allowing in your life? What have you been saying yes to that you probably need to say no to? And it's not all or nothing. We got to stop that. I'm either a nice person or I'm a bitch. Let me see, which one should I choose? Like as if there's only two choices, right? No. It's about taking care of yourself. Plus, especially if you have kids, one of the most important things a mother can show their children is respect and love for herself. Then the children grow up believing and thinking, oh, it is really good to respect and love myself and to treat myself really good, right? Most of us around our age had mothers who sacrificed everything, who did everything for us, who put themselves last, who usually did not work, had completely different lives, right? And then we left home at 18 or 19 usually, right? So we weren't there at 27. So I just wanted to remind women that, some of the reasons why you have these imbalances in your life is because of your life. Is because what you're allowing in your life, what you've created in your life, and how you're living your life. That is absolutely what's causing this imbalance in your body. So taking supplements, going to a naturopath, seeing a doctor, doing a weight loss thing, going to the gym is not just what's needed unless you deal with your life. And that's what we're going to do in my new program, Up-Level Your Life. It is truly, truly about up-leveling your life. You, taking better care of you, decreasing the stress, and it can be so easy, guys. You wouldn't even believe it. Saying yes to you, starting to set powerful boundaries, really understanding why the procrastination, why the sabotage, why you'd have done all these things, and why you continue to do all these things because of the patterns you've developed in your life, because of the patterns you've developed in your brain, right? A equals B equals C equals D in your brain. That's what happens, and it happens so fast. A happens, something happens, or you hear something. Your reaction is instant. We can slow that down, and we can even stop it. We can break patterns. You can break the pattern, and yes, we do it in 3 weeks. Break the pattern of that consistent thing you've been doing over and over again that is leading you to where you are now. That, where you don't have the results you want, or you're feeling too stressed out, or you're doing everything for everybody else, or you don't have time for yourself, or you can't even make a meal for yourself. Hello, people who've dropped on. Make sure you watch from the beginning because it's really good. It's very, very important message. Does anybody have any questions? And we are talking about why your body doesn't come into better balance, and it is truly how you are living your life. And I explained that through the video if you're just popping on. What you're saying yes to that you should be saying no to, how you're not putting yourself first, how you're not doing things for yourself, how you keep telling yourself that you don't really need to, or that you're being selfish if you do, the frustration you're living with, the feeling hopeless and helpless and not being able to change your life. But you can. And that's what we're going to go through in the program, because you can change your thoughts and you can change your beliefs and you can do things that help decrease, bring more joy, peace, and ease into your life and improve all your relationships. Because it can. Because it can. I've seen it. That's what we're going to work on. $127, you guys, until Thursday. It's DianaMarchand.com. You can go to the site. You'll see Up-Level Your Life and get in at that price. It's going to $167 on Friday morning. And we're going to do the work. And after 3 weeks, you will feel so much more free. You will feel so free of some of the burdens you've been carrying around, I can tell you for sure. Why? Because I've worked through this many, many times and helped clients with it over and over again. And yes, there are still more things you can do to balance your body. But if you don't change your life in a way that supports balancing your body's not going to balance. All right. Thank you so much for watching, ladies. Have an absolutely amazing night. Oh, it's so worth it. Absolutely. All right, ladies. Bye-bye.